Way out where mountains scrape the sky and valleys stay hidden in mist, dragons were just bedtime stories. Folks whispered about them around campfires, carved their shapes on old scrolls. Nobody thought they were real, nobody but Lyra, the dreamer from the sleepy village of Eldrin. Lyra was a wanderer, an orphan with wild ideas. She spent her days exploring forests and caves, while the other villagers stuck to fields and shops. They laughed at her tales, but Lyra didn't care. She just knew there was magic out there, waiting to be found. One frosty morning she stumbled on something strange near the ruins of an ancient temple. The ground shook under her boots, a low hum thrumming like a heartbeat. Ivy covered a stone door, but she pushed it aside and found a spiral staircase leading into the dark. Gripping her lantern tight, she went in. The air grew warmer, the hum louder. At the end of the tunnel, she stepped into a cavern glowing with soft blue light. And there he was, a dragon. He wasn't the fire-breathing monster from the tales. Small, sleek, with black scales that shimmered in the light, and sharp eyes that seemed ancient and curious. His scarred wings curled around him like a shield. When he stirred, his voice rumbled deep. "You shouldn't be here," Lyra's breath caught. "You're real." "Real, but not for long," he said, his gaze heavy with sorrow. Lyra stepped closer, her fear melting into awe. "What do you mean?" "I'm the last," he said, "the last dragon, the last guardian of the Veil. My strength's fading, and with it, the magic that keeps darkness at bay. When I'm gone, the light goes too." Her chest tightened. She'd spent her whole life searching for meaning, and now, here it was. "Let me help," she said. The dragon's eyes flickered with surprise. "Help? You're just a kid. What could you possibly do?" Lyra's jaw set. "Tell me what needs doing." His name was Kaelor, and he explained that the Veil, a barrier holding back shadowy forces, was breaking. The only hope was the Heartflame, a relic hidden in the Forbidden Peaks. If reignited, it could restore the Veil and Kaelor's strength. "But it's a death wish," Kaelor warned. "Plenty have tried. None came back." Lyra didn't flinch. "I'll make it." Too weak to leave his cavern, Kaelor stayed behind, his voice guiding her through treacherous trails and hidden paths. Lyra braved crumbling bridges, shadow creatures, and puzzles etched into ancient stones. Kaelor's calm direction kept her steady as the trials tested her every step. Weeks later, battered by ice and wind, she reached the Heartflame's chamber. A massive stone sentinel stood guard, its glowing eyes locking on her. "Why are you here?" it demanded. "To save the Veil," Lyra said, standing tall. "To save Kaelor, to protect everyone. No weapon, no army. What makes you worthy?" "I don't have proof," she admitted. "Just my will. I won't let the darkness win." The sentinel's eyes dimmed, and it stepped aside. Beyond it, golden fire swirled in the chamber. The Heartflame. But as Lyra approached, shadows erupted from the walls, their cold claws reaching for the flame. She fought back with everything she had, her torch blazing with a spark from the Heartflame. Still, they kept coming, dragging her down. Then Kaelor burst in. His black scales gleamed in the golden light as he roared, flames scattering the shadows. "You shouldn't have come," Lyra cried, tears streaking her face. "I couldn't leave you to this," he said, his voice steady despite his exhaustion. "Now, take the flame." Lyra grabbed the Heartflame, its warmth flooding her. Golden light filled the cavern, dissolving the shadows, but Kaelor collapsed, barely breathing. "No," Lyra whispered, pressing the flame to his chest. "Don't leave me." The light flowed into him, and Kaelor's eyes snapped open, glowing brighter than ever. His scales shimmered, his wings spread wide. The Veil's magic rippled across the land, sealing the darkness away. "You did it," Kaelor said, pride shining in his gaze. "The world owes you." They returned to Eldrin, where the villagers, once skeptical, now looked at Lyra in awe. Kaelor soared above the peaks, a beacon of hope reborn. Lyra had found her purpose. As the guardian of the Vale, she trained under Kaelor, ensuring the magic they'd saved would endure. Their journey had ended, but their bond remained, a story of courage, friendship, and the last ember of a forgotten age.